Good morning, students of Level 7, Falcon House Grammar School, Campus 9. This is Mashal here, and today we're basically continuing from where we left in the last session. We're going to be talking about, or in fact, we're going to be reviewing the settlement chapter. Now, this is the last chapter, after which our geography syllabus will be completely reviewed, and then we're going to be moving on to the history syllabus for revision. Okay, now talking about settlement, we're going to start from page 74, nucleated settlement patterns. What are nucleated settlement patterns? Well, basically these kind of settlement patterns are clustered together, usually at a transport route. So basically what happens is that whenever there's a transport route, a road, a highway, so usually you would see a settlement there, high density settlement. That is called nucleated settlement, and that the only purpose that such settlements exist is so that they can have access to other parts of the country. Now the settlement size will basically depend on where the settlement actually is. If it's a city, the settlement will be a big one. If it's a village, the settlement will basically be consisting of a few houses. Okay, so when you turn the page over, we look at changing functional zones. What of changing functional zones? What does it mean? Well, basically it means that as time goes by, cities expand. Okay, so whenever they expand, so the functional zones are taken over by different functional zones. So what I mean by that is that we know that there are 4 different functional zones in the city. All right, CBD, inner city, suburbs, and rural urban fringe. So whenever city expands, CBD will expand as well. So it will take over inner city. Inner city will push out and it will take over suburbs. Suburbs will then push out and they will take over rural urban fringe, which will eventually do the same. So basically that is what is meant when we say changing functional zones. So it usually happens when the city is expanding. You must have seen this in Karachi as well. City has expanded enormously in the last 56 years or so. So that is what changing functional zones means. Also another way that we can talk about changing functional zones is that the cities always do get remodeled every now and then. You would have definitely seen roads being built again, they being remodeled again. You would have definitely seen houses being torn down and then built again. So that's what they mean when they say changing functional zones. You get even functional zones get remodeled every now and then. All right, finally, when you turn the page over, what you actually see at a glance is basically a settlement chart. You actually see types of settlement patterns, factors affecting a settlement, and urban settlement, a city. Now this chart is important to you. Why? Because this again can come into your exams, and not only that, it gives you an idea of what settlement, how do you differentiate, how do you classify settlement. So do understand this chart. Okay, do memorize it. I would memorize it if I were you, because you never know, it might come in your examinations as well. All right, so this is it. This is the overall review. I hope you have understood each and everything. All right, if you haven't, you can always contact me. I'll be more than happy to assist you in clearing out your confusions. All right, you take care now then. Allah Hafiz.